Blue Jackets are set to wrap up their season series with the Montreal Canadiens. Jody, they've had a couple of days off, a full day off Saturday, practice day yesterday. How nice is that at this time of year?
Well, think about that. We've watched this team play a lot of games in the last 10 days, and you get that day off. Even for us, it was like, what do we do? And the players enjoyed it. A few guys got to just be at home with their families. So nice break. I think they're ready to get back at it here tonight, though.
Well, and they have won 4 in a row coming into this game, as you know. And Nick Foligno says when you're playing well, it's fun to play a lot of games in a short period of time.
I mean, when you feel like your game's where you want it to be, it makes it fun to come to the rink. You know, you're talking about the positive things and just trying to compound on top of that. So, you know, the mood in here has been great. It's been great for a little while, actually, and it's important. You have to have those good feelings coming in the rink, especially this time of year and the push that we're on, and knowing that we're playing some good hockey, and it's got to continue.
Keep it rolling. That's exactly what Nick Foligno's talking about. Yeah, you want to get to the rink. It's an exciting time. When you're not playing, the teams that are chasing you are playing, and the teams that are above you are playing. You want to stay in that race and keep those points coming.
Yeah, and speaking of the teams that are chasing them and the teams the Blue Jackets are chasing, they did play over the weekend. And as it turns out, the Blue Jackets are back in the second wild card spot in the Eastern Conference coming into this game tonight. Mark Letestu admits he does a little scoreboard watching after games are over, but he's glad to be in this position.
It's fun to be a part of. You hate to be in the situation where you need help. You know, we haven't put ourselves necessarily in that situation yet. We have to continue to win our games, but it is fun to be a part of, to be excited to come to the rink every day and try to achieve something as a group.
Mark Letestu, nice reacquisition by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Love the way he's fitting in, and you can sense his excitement for this playoff run.
A couple of Blue Jackets are not going to be in the lineup tonight. Defenseman Ryan Murray is out. Marcus Nudavara, who just returned to practice yesterday, is in. Matt Calvert is also out. That means Lucas Sedlak is back. What do those changes mean?
Well, it's a lineup that's been rolling along, and I think it'll be fine. These guys have been waiting. Nudavara's missed a bunch of games. He's chomping at the bit to get back in and get in the competition on D. And Lucas Sedlak, healthy scratch. When you're on the outside looking in, this is his moment to get in the lineup and create a nice positive event for him tonight in the game.
All right, let's talk about the Montreal Canadiens. This has been a season that they didn't think they were going to have. They are not in playoff contention. They have a lot of injuries, but that doesn't mean that they're not dangerous. And let's take a look at some of their players. A couple are major players. Alex Galchenyuk, who was a draft pick of theirs. Also Jonathan Drouin, who they got in a trade with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then in goal, they've kind of got a mess because of injuries. And Charles Lindgren is going to make the start tonight, his second against the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, Carey Price has been out for a lot of the season. That's why they've really failed to this point. Lindgren is a prospect. He's a guy that's played against the Blue Jackets earlier. He's a big body. He's out there to try to prove himself, like a lot of these guys for the Montreal Canadiens. Drouin, a big guy they picked up from Tampa. He's got speed. He's their #1 center. He's got skill with the puck. You give him any time or space, he can make you look silly. And Galchenyuk, a guy who's been a winger and a centerman. He's a second-line centerman. He's a young part of the core moving forward for these Montreal Canadiens. This is a dangerous game. These guys are looking to make an impression for the end of the season and next.
It's time to go beyond the numbers, brought to you by Telhio Credit Union. And what is your number tonight?
Well, Bob, the Blue Jackets have done a great job at home here the last 4 games, and they've averaged 4 or more goals in these last 4 games. So tonight, my number is 4. Keep that number up. It's a great number.
And this is the 4th and final game of the homestand. So let's see if they can do that. That's Beyond the Numbers, brought to you by Telhio Credit Union. And that'll do it for tonight's Rink Report. For Jody, Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott. Enjoy the game.